Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Enderal. Now, when we left off, we had witnessed an utter demon tearing apart one of our enemies, and I was extremely impressed by that, and I cannot wait to find out more. So, we are going to be traveling... Oh, yes, down here, Kalia. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to obviously cast my Mage Light spell, and I think it would probably be a good idea to maybe take some food, but nothing too good. I don't want to eat anything too good or too tasty, obviously, so some crusty bread will have to do, thank you. Yes.
Gold. And I doubt it's the fruit of honest labor. So that's what this was all about? They fled here to protect their loot? We should bring this to the Order. Maybe we can find out who they stole it from.
No! You can't do that, please.
Stay right there. Who are you?
I'm not one of them. Please don't hurt me. Oh, by the righteous path. What did I get myself into?
Well, what did you get into? If you're not one of the bandits, then who are you?
Alice Summerstone. I'm just a simple man, a farmer by me path. I have 2 daughters, me woman and a little farm girl just a few miles from Ark. Maybe you know one of me girls. She sells our bread at the market, Mondas de Freiras.
The skinny one with the blonde hair? Or what the heck do I care about your daughter? No idea who you're talking about. Okay, the skinny one with the blonde hair, I guess we'll say, because I think we may have bought something from her. Maybe? If he's talking about a grown woman that is not actually a child, but we'll see.
Yes, exactly. That's her. My little Serta.
Well, explain yourself. Why are you here?
Aye, of course. Do you know who Landlord Boric is?
He's one of the most influential landlords of the Farmer's Coast. Both the Guard and the Order get their food from his lands. What does he have to do with this?
Everything. He's a pathless bastard. And all of this is his fault. I swear it by me name.
Why?
Because he's a criminal, that's why. Believe me, I know how that sounds. But it's the truth. You have to believe me. The tolls he collects from his tenants are so high that we hardly have anything left to eat. And those who don't pay get beaten up by his lackeys. But that's not all of it. He also knows the Relata.
Ah, the Relata, the cult from the Undercity, we know them.
Aye, who else? They believe themselves above Malphas, above the Holy Path. And they are powerful. Which is also why no one does anything about them.
I see, and let me guess, this gold belongs to Boric, and you hope that his supposed cruelty justifies your theft?
No, this money isn't his. I had debts. It all started 3 years ago, when we had a very bad harvest, and I couldn't pay me toll for the first time. Boric gave me a loan, but he said that I'd have to pay interest next time. Well, I think you can figure out the rest.
Well, you got into more and more debt, and you were looking for a way to pay everything at once?
Aye. I knew from a friend that there was this man in the Undercity, this Carrick, and he said that he and his men might be willing to help me, if they would get money from it. Apparently, they even had a sense of honor and path-abidingness, if you can call it that.
So, you made a bargain with them, but whose pennies are those?
They're from a traveling merchant. We ambushed him, and you know what we did. But I swear by me name we didn't hurt him. When we had the money, all Sunfire started breaking loose. Some kind of woman appeared, all veiled and dressed in black. And in the wink of an eye, she killed 2 of Carrick's men. We tried to fight her at first, but then we ran for it. Well, and ended up in this ruin.
Well, wait a minute. Is that the veiled woman from the... Ah, yes, there we go. Is that the veiled woman from the very beginning? I think it might be.
She didn't speak much, but yes, she had dark robes. And she was... different. Unholy. Sorry, I don't know how to describe her any better.
Well, you realize that Carrick's men killed 3 guards from Ark. So much for bandits with honor.
I know. I was there. Carrick was so mad about all that happened with this witch woman, you know? I think he just wanted to get his men to safety. But still, You're right. I was a fool to trust him, and I regret what I did.
Now you expect me to turn you loose with the money, right? To save your farm.
Me farm and me family, aye. Please, it's the right thing to do. If I don't have the money by the next turn of the moon, Boric and his lackeys will change their tune. And I know what that means.
Well, we have a couple of options here. We can ask Kalia what she thinks. Right intentions don't justify doing the wrong thing. This money isn't yours. You'll be presented to the tribunal, okay, if we want to do it straight up. Or we can say, alright, take the money. At least all these people didn't die in vain this way. Or we can ask Kalia what she thinks.
It's a tough call. I can understand his motivation, but that doesn't change the consequence of his actions. If we let him run, we legitimize his crime, so to speak. You should justify your crime before the tribunal. Explain to them what Boric did, and they might judge you lightly.
Judge lightly? You don't really believe that, do you? They don't care about the why, and even if they do, it doesn't change a damn thing about the fact that me family is lost without this money.
Maybe, but it doesn't change the fact that you're at least partially responsible for what happened here. But it's your call.
Oh. Okay, so she thinks that we should present him to the tribunal, which might be the way to go, but that's the thing. Like, if I want to be by the book and very, very, shall we say, stubborn in our beliefs, then maybe that's the way to go. But that's the thing. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. He seems like he has just gotten into some trouble, and we all know how that can be. I mean, you know, you think to yourself, oh yeah, I'm just working a hard living, and you're trying to make your way in the world, and then you get in with some bad people, and this is what happens, obviously. On the other hand, he could just be lying, and it could be an absolutely terrible thing. But that's the thing. If we say you'll be presented to the tribunal, maybe he will attack us, and then we'll have to kill him, and that's not going to serve anyone, is it? Because then his family, if they are actually real, which I would assume they are, then they're not going to have a father, husband, whatever. So I think that's kind of sad. So we're gonna allow him to take the money, I think.
Really? Thank you so much. I will not forget this. Now, forgive me, I have to get out of here before anyone else arrives. Walk blessed, my friend.
By the prophet's ass, you really got them all. You don't stop surprising me, that's for sure. And neither do you, Keeper Sakaresh. Thanks for deactivating the traps up there. I suppose you know about the skinny man who dashed past us up there? We were thinking about stopping him, but he didn't look like one of the bandits.
Yes, he got caught up in the whole thing. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. Well, if you say so. Alright then. I'd say if this machine is somewhere in this ruin, it's here. I suggest you two take a look around. We'll cover your back in the meantime.
Alright, so I'm kind of a bit sad and a bit disappointed now that Kalia was hurt by that, because I thought to myself maybe she wouldn't be hurt by it, because, I mean, yes, I did ask for her opinion, and that's perfectly fine, but I don't know, I just felt like, well, has that ruined things between her and me? I don't even know, but, well, we're gonna see anyway. We need to use this lever, that's for sure. And what is going to happen here? Oh, okay, so the gate is just going to open. Well, that's perfectly fine. So we can head down here and use Mage Light once more. And, there's going to be a zone, isn't there? Yeah, there's going to be a zone. Okay, so we're going into the workshop. Oh, all right. Yeah, so I suppose I will...
I suppose we found our machine. At least
stick with my decision.
Do you feel anything, Saira? With your gift, I mean.
Well, nothing, no, but this thing looks familiar somehow. Let's take a look around.
Agreed. Maybe we can even take some small parts of it with us right now. The Order will transport the rest to Ark by Myrad.
Alright, so find the first part, second part, and third part of the machine and take it to Kalia. Okay, so... Oh.
What strange metal. It didn't rust at all, despite all the time it's been here.
Well, yeah, no, that's true, but it is quite dry in here, I would say. There doesn't seem to be any moisture, so I suppose... Well, I suppose it would rust over time anyway, but that is kind of amazing. Okay, so what's... Wow, there's some special magic going on here as well. Okay, so if I move around here, I suppose I have to find the... Oh.
Correct. Nothing else possesses that much raw, magical power.
Oh, well, that was amazing. I like that. I very much like that, because the effect that happens when you touch one of those things, or when you get one of those visions or memories or something, that is really, really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so hanging moths, no, I don't really need that. There's certainly going to be a part down here, I would assume. Is this a part? Yeah, this appears. Is it? Take old parchment? It must be. The flame bite rank 2. Very nice. And ambrosia. And a steel sword of the blaze. And is there anything else? No.
It works in a way we have not even come close to comprehending. Like a cosmic force.
Ooh, I really do love the aesthetic of those memories. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was... What was that? The third or second? I don't even know. Doesn't really matter too much, I suppose. But we need to find the last part, which I assume will probably be over in this direction. Maybe. And then I'm going to spend 20 minutes finding the last part, which is exactly what usually happens to me. Ah, there we are. Okay, so I seem to have found it. I needed to go in the other direction, as you can see, and there was some stairs here, and this seems to be the thing that we require. Strange dynamo. There's some goo here. It looks like flubber. Does look like flubber, doesn't it? Anyway, let's take the strange dynamo.
All this energy, it's useless without the Numinos.
But what Numinos? What Numinos is that? Okay, well, oh, Kalia seems to have moved. Okay, well, gonna go down there and speak to her now.
Yes? Found something?
Yes, okay, so I can show the various things. And, oh yeah, I also wanted to know about this. You just called me Saira or something? What kind of nickname is that?
Oh, I did... I'm sorry. Sairo is Kyranian and can mean a lot of things, but the closest translation in our case would be brother-in-arms. My foster father called me that, so I suppose it's just an old habit. I like the way it sounds, though. If you don't mind, I'll call you that from now on.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. That's pretty cool. Okay, anyway, show the old parchments. What about these parchments?
They look useful. Let's take them to the Chronicum.
Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. And the dynamo, this looks useful, whatever it is.
Yes? Yes, you're right. How is it possible that it moves all by itself? Let's take it with us.
And the last one is, of course, the crystal canister.
Let me see. Yes, it does indeed. Seems to be some kind of energy storage, but it's empty.
Well, I think that's all we need for now. Let the Order take the rest. Obviously, I'm not going to put that huge thing on my back, thank you very much. I don't have that much carry weight, or do I? Maybe.
Yes, I think you're right. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Let's go talk to Pegast.
Alright, so let's report to Lashari about the find. Apparently, many of you in the comments have said that Lashari is a lot darker and, well, hides more secrets than Kalia does, maybe? I'm actually unsure about that, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by that prospect, because it seems as though the female characters have a lot more depth in general than most of the male ones, which is actually kind of cool, I gotta say, because... I mean, we are spending a lot of time with them, and I would very much like to learn more about them. And I know we've learned quite a bit about Jespar, and I do like Jespar quite a bit, but he does not intrigue me in the same way that Lashari and Kalia do. So, well, I suppose that's a testament to the character development. But anyway, let's go and speak to Lashari then.
Now that was quick. So, what did you find?
Well, you were right. There is a machine back there. At least there was once. The years have taken their toll on it.
Well, that's not much of a surprise, considering how long it was down here. And as long as we can reconstruct it, that's alright. I sent some of my men back to Ark. We'll request a caravan to get all the parts back to the temple, and see what we can do from there. Let's just hope it really will help us against this cleansing, whatever it is. As much as I admire pyrean technology, I don't like the idea of putting our lives in the hands of it.
Well, yes, we're going to show her the parchments, of course. We found this near the machine. Maybe this can give us a little insight into what it really is.
Let me see. Nehrim, Bronwa, Ludius, Mayo, Kiss, Termayawen. Interesting. Truly interesting.
What?
Seems that this machine was only some kind of prototype. The real one the Pyreans were working on must be somewhere else. Plus, there's also a name for it. The Pyreans called it the Beacon.
That's poetic.
Indeed. Well then, it seems like you and your visions have once again saved the day, Prophet. There's a lot for us to do now. If you've taken care of your business here, I suggest you head back to Ark and report to old Oranthiel.
What do you think, Saira? Do you want to leave now or stay a little longer?
I'm kind of happy to leave. I don't think there's anything else if I missed something, that's going to be pretty bad, but it doesn't matter really. Okay, so let's go.
Good.
Oh, there's a fade to black, and then we're going to wake up, and it's going to be Teal Oranthiel's face in our face, and it's going to be faceception, of course. So, yes, there we go. To be fair, I do like him.
Pegast's mages have already told the Grandmaster about our find, and they're waiting for us in the Emporium. Let's go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to be heading in to the Emporium, but we will be saving that for the next episode. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.